Knicks lose 108-94 against a red-hot Utah Jazz team. Kind of a tale of two halves, man. I thought the Knicks shot out the gates very aggressive, very cohesive from the starters, from Julius, from RJ as well. And then obviously it was the Austin Rivers half. Austin Rivers coming in, went 10 for 10 from the field, 5 of 5 from downtown, had 25 points. And had this red hot shooting Jazz club was held to 5 of 22 from downtown, only 20% from the field. But it was, like I said, it was a tale of two halves. And in the second half, I think Tibbs went a little too long with Payton in that rotation. I thought he should have found a way for Rivers to get back into the game earlier. And then I also thought you had that second unit of Rivers, Quickly, Noel, Kevin, Obi. They were largely ineffective in their minutes. Jazz finished the third quarter 34-22.
Yeah.
And that was that was a tough pill to swallow for the Knicks, man. That was a tough pill to swallow. I think, the Quickly thing, it presented itself tonight, and it's been presenting itself. What happens when you put him in real situations against real competition, and for the second time in a row now, you've seen Conley school him. He schooled him at MSG. Tibbs took him out. He schooled him tonight, and Tibbs went back to Payton. Even though Payton was ineffective, I understand that. To me, the move should have been Payton or Rivers earlier, but Quickly, for the people calling for Quickly to start, tonight was kind of an example of why you see why Tibbs puts him in certain situations for him to succeed. So all in all, look, I think I understand the rotation issues tonight, but we also got to look at this Utah Jazz team has now won 9 in a row. They've been the best team in the NBA for a reason now. Number two defense, number 4 offense. There's been a reason, and they came alive in that second half, man, and really shut it down.
Yeah, and I mean, listen, I'm seeing the chat, and there's no denying the fact that obviously we're on the losing end of the spectrum when it comes to talent. We need more talent. We don't have enough shooters. We're short in that department. But here's the thing. You're supposed to be able to coach with what you have. And not having enough talent does not excuse the fact that you sit your hot player after the half that he just scored 25 points in. That has no bearing on whether or not you have the talent. You have a player who's having a hell of a game. You don't sit him and you let him get cold. That has nothing to do with not having adequate talent. That's just good coaching. And obviously there are some other issues. The Knicks got away, in the second half, away from their defensive edge. Yeah. They weren't playing defense, especially in the fourth quarter. Just completely got out of their game, and your defense is your best offense when your offense isn't clicking. The Knicks weren't doing that, but there's a lot of other issues here, and Tibbs dropped the ball in this game. He did. I 100% believe that this game, obviously, the players went cold and things like that, but Tibbs, I'm putting this one on him. Sorry.
Yeah, and I want to say too, I know the second unit in particular had problems with defense, but I feel like the first unit, I feel like their initial defense was good, especially in the fourth. But the offensive rebounding was a huge problem. I feel like we scrambled a lot.
We gave them a lot of second opportunities.
Yeah, and they had, I think, 17. They had 17 offensive rebounds on the night. The Mitch versus Gobert matchup was something to see too.
Gobert ate him up.
Yeah, Gobert ate him up on the boards.
On the boards, he killed him.
Yeah, 19 rebounds total for Rudy Gobert. 18 and 19 is a crazy double. So a lot of what was going on towards the end had to do with the rotations and the
17 offensive rebounds, JLs. That's second chance opportunities. And like I said earlier, when this Utah Jazz team shoots over 43s, they are now 9-1 on the season. And tonight they shot 46. They shot 48. 15 of 48 from downtown. They shot 48 threes. Knicks conversely shot 27. So, like I said, it's a tall order, man. It's a tall order. With this Knicks team, a lot of things got to break right. Obviously, we wanted Rivers back in there earlier to give us a spark. I was looking for Burks to have a good game. He was my guy to watch tonight. Only 9 points, 3 of 14, where he scored 18 for Portland, JLs. You needed Burks tonight still.
Yeah, that's the other thing. Once we had quickly, and I'm sorry, we had Rivers giving you 25, but Burks was our guy, man. He started off in the first half 1 for 10.
Yeah,
You would think he'd bring us something on that end. He's a guy we signed in to shoot the three, and it wasn't really hitting for him. So
and now the thing is with Burks is with him taking 14 shots. I still felt like RJ had more to go. Very efficient night for RJ again. 7 of 11 from the field, 17 points. Seemed like he didn't get as much opportunities there in the fourth. But
it's almost like he was getting froze out.
Yeah, but that's going to come when you have Peyton, Burks, Randall, and Burks in your lineup. Those guys are going to dominate. Those guys are going to dominate the ball. But see, you need Burks. You need
whose
Burks.
fault is that? Whose fault is that lineup?
I hear you, but we gotta understand right now that Peyton's not going nowhere. He's in. He's locked in. What are we gonna do? Tibbs said he likes where IQ is at right now, and he likes what Peyton is giving him right now. A lot of fans are different. Will disagree. I disagree.
I'll give Peyton some props too because he actually played pretty good defense on Mitchell, even though towards the end though, like the pick and roll defense was kind of
Spider was averaging 29 points in this 8-game stretch. He finished with 9, 3-15 from the field. So and you saw the same thing when Tibbs wanted Peyton out there on Rivers and Peyton out there on Curry. He likes his defensive effort. He gives you nothing on the offensive side, but Tibbs, the defense is gonna keep you out there.
They didn't even play defense when it counted.
Well, that's a fact. I mean, the pick and roll defense broke down.
On top of that, they were getting washed on the boards. There were no second or third attempts because there was nobody getting the rebounds off the glass. So, I mean, if you're going to have them out there to play defense, then play defense. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. It just seems like it's kind of like picking at straws. Like, yes, I understand the defensive capability of Peyton, but I don't understand how long you keep someone on the court who's out there for, 25 minutes and scores 4 points? Like, is that
21 minutes?
Especially after you've already lost a lead. Like, where's the logic in that? Is the defense that impactful that he deserves a spot on the court over Rivers, who had the hot hand? Like, right. And yes, I understand halftime is a long break. I get it. But you let him get back in the game, warm back up, hope of recreating that magic. I don't understand why that's not even a thought process that he's having.
It's a tough one, man. Go ahead, Jails, before I get to the phones. Hurry up.
Just a quick point. At the end of the fourth quarter was the first time I actually seen him sub out Peyton once they started to show zone. Yeah. That's the first time I've seen that in 20 games.
When they immediately went to the zone, he had a quick cook on Peyton. But because we needed the offense, Jails, we were down by 11, 12 points with 4 minutes left. That time is desperation time now.
I agree with you, but usually it'd be desperation time. He leave him in the game.
Yeah.
For the first time, he actually took him out.
For the first time he did.
So I maybe something clicked. I don't know. Hopefully he keeps that same energy next time. Once they start going zone and you see he's struggling, you go to an offensive player to see if you can finish the game out. Hopefully he goes back to that.
It's a tough loss, man. You wanted to see them pull out this win and go 2 for 2 on the West Coast trip. Feel good about themselves. They look good in the first half. Up as much as a 15-point lead, but a lot of things just went wrong in that second half.